Hello and welcome back to Age of Engineering. I'm CJ and got some news for you. There was no episode out yesterday, but one was recorded. Unfortunately, I was having the same issues with my microphone again, where there's an error coming up on my recording software and it wasn't alerting me to the error, therefore it wasn't even recording. Now, I've got a lot of work done. We literally went straight through the next stage, the calculation age. And it's all about generating RF. The first RF devices, I've got some barrels as well now to fill up that. The first RF devices that we were using were these, which you have to right click to charge them up. And then when they're charged, they'll go all the way up to red, I believe. Right, keep clicking. Yeah, and then when they're charged, they'll start to charge up any item like this. We also had to make the calculator. As you can see, I've also made an engineer's toolbox and a few wires and everything. I'll go through the things that I've had to do, the things that I've done, should I say, the things that have changed in just a second. So we've got this calculator as well. We had to make this power cube to charge the calculator. As you can see, those were operating there because they were using some of the charge. The calculator, this is a handy little gadget. This is used to get a lot of these other devices. For instance, we have to make, as you can see, I've been out mining as well, so I've still got a lot of items on me. Let me just have a quick look to show you an example of a calculator. Right now, for the coal generator, we were needing the reinforced stone, and to get the reinforced stone you require the calculator with cobblestone and planks of any sort, which would then make you your reinforced stone. There was also some glass as well that I needed to make. I can't quite remember what the glass was called. Stable glass, I believe it is. Where's the basic stable glass? Stable glass is just two pieces of glass also straight into the calculator, so we had to make that calculator. Once we got the calculator, then obviously we could move on and make quite a few other items. Now, as you've seen then, I have got a load of items that I need to dump in the chest upstairs. I'll just go dump all these ores before we move on. Thank you for waiting. Right, I also made another storage chest, storage crate as well, so I could start moving some stuff around because that one was getting a bit full. Right now, what I want to show you then. Obviously, you've seen everything that I've done down here. This was also part of it. We made that coal generator to show how we made that earlier on. We also had to make the atomic reconstructor. Now the atomic reconstructor, that was also made using this. The enriched gold is another thing you can make in the calculator using gold and redstone. So we created the atomic reconstructor, got that one active now, so that's ready. And as soon as we created that, that meant that we could then move on to creating more power generation, such as the immersive engineering windmill, which I've got there. I also did the improved ones as well with all the hemp that we've been growing outside. And I also went and did the watermill as well, so I've got the watermill down here as well, making more power. Now, I did make the high voltage connections as well. I've got the high voltage wire connections and the high voltage relays. Now, the high voltage relays, I'll just quickly show you those. Take insulated glass, which takes cactus green. And now I did have to spend some time off an episode looking for a desert. In the end, I did find one to the north. I had to travel some distance to get there, but we found a desert, and I got as much of the cactus as I could. When I come back, I did also set up a farm, a cactus farm, which is just automatically generating cactus for us. That hasn't been running too long. As you can see, there isn't much in there. Let me see if I can get up and show you what it looks like inside. There we go. So we've just got painted glass in between, one block above the cactus and in between them, so they'll break off as they grow. Then we've got water down, just pushing everything into those central hoppers, which then obviously feeds through some hoppers down into these chests here, and that'll fill up over time, and we are going to need a lot. That's why I've got those chests there, so hopefully those will start to fill up over time. If there's any way we can increase the grow chance, I will put something in there that will increase the grow rate, because we do want to increase that grow rate as much as possible. As you can see, it's probably been running about an hour or two and still only generated that small amount. Right, so up here then, obviously I've put the high voltage wires in as well, so we've got all this wire and all this power now sorted. I'm just in the process of finishing off the roof in there, and I'm also in the process of creating another metal former, because I always find myself lacking like the space or another former to process some more metals. So what we're going to do today, we're going to quickly just craft up a second one of these for us to use. So I'm just getting this wire now. Going back to industrial craft then, just so I can quickly show you the recipe, just give you a quick recap. We've got the metal former, so it needs 3 coils. The toolboxes, they are made using those storage crates, so I just made 3 off while I was off camera. Obviously 1 I've put on top of there for the extra space because I needed it. I've created 2 toolboxes ready for metal former. I just need to create 1 of these as well. I believe, not too sure if I've got the metal plates, so what I'll do, I'll just chuck that in there. Have a quick look in here. I have actually got a plate, that's not a problem. We need that other coil as well. Swap that over. Go. Right, so the final thing that we want then, we're going to need that. We're going to need 2 pieces of redstone. And we're also going to need copper wire, which I believe I've got in this bag. Yep. There we go. Right, so we should have everything now for the metal former, apart from the casing. Have I got no casings in here? Nope. So we'll make a quick casing then. I have got 8 plates, which is just what we need. And then we'll get ourselves metal former. I've also already made the transformer upgrades as well, so we don't come across any of those instances where things blow up. Just need to find a way up here. There's not enough space. That's what I'll do. Take that out. Take that out. I wish I could get those blocks. Take that out of there. Just so we can get up there for the time being. I can put these back in as soon as we're done. Right. So we got his metal former then. So we'll be placing this one here. So we've got 2 metal formers up and running. We'll put in those there. And then I'll go back in my bag for the wires. And we'll connect another wire up there. Brilliant. So just piece this back together. I'll put that one back in there. That one there. I did lose a brick, but that's no problem because we don't need that brick anyway. I'll just set that floor back in. Well, there we go. So now we've got 2 metal formers. We've got 1 at the bottom, 1 on top. Both of them we can use as well. We've got the upgrade in there as well, so that'll be powered by our windmill. Ooh, bit of a lag spike. Right, so just looking in this book then. Obviously, we've gone through the atomic reconstruction, so we've gone past that part. And it also mentions once we've got all this, we can now start generating and storing other storing as RF from other sources, which, as you've seen upstairs, I've got those batteries as well linked up, which will be charging up. So I've got each one of these charging up slowly. Right, so next on the list then, looking through here, and using power for, this is now opens generating, which we're already doing, and storing, which we're already doing, and using power for everything. So using the power, it does mention progressive automation, which includes automatically crafting, farming, mining, and killing. Also, you can now craft a lot from immersive engineering, like the kinetic dynamo for water wheels, which we've already got, and windmills, which we've already got, and better power storage, which is the capacitors, which I'm using behind and transferring through the wires and connectors, which, as you've seen, I've got the wires and connectors upstairs. It does all mention solar panels from Solar Flux Reborn, and also does mention the energizer and inverter from actual additions to discharge items. Now, you can also use the atomic reconstruction. It's mentioned here with the lens of the miner as a way to mine resources, but I'm okay with the hammer that I'm using at the moment. And obviously for automating you can also now use integrated dynamics. Now I've not really looked into integrated dynamics. But yeah, this is something I've not looked into before, so I will have to fresh my mind up, and we'll probably get onto that at a later episode because I do want to have a look into that. But for today, what we're now going to move on to is the empowering age. The next goal is to get the empower from Actual Editions. It needs a battery from Actual Editions, which itself needs a battery energy module from Calculator. For some, the battery recipe doesn't work for some weird reason. This in brackets, charging the energy module with a little bit of RF fixes it though. But to get purified coal, a fuel with a better burn rate, you need to grow prune seeds. They grow the coal dust you need. So we'll have to have a look into that as well. And those can only be planted with a greenhouse. But only the basic greenhouse can be crafted at this point in time. To craft the basic greenhouse, you need 4 kinds of different nature products: peat from the bog, earth, which is placed next to water, which we've got some that I just need to collect, and I've also got some peat in the chest downstairs, and pruny seeds themselves, which you can craft from seeds, pumpkin seeds, and coal coke with a calculator. So we'll have to get into that as well. You've got crystallized canola seeds, which you can get from lasering canola seeds with the atomic reconstructor, and industrial hemp seeds, which you can get from breaking grass. To activate the greenhouse, you have to supply it with power and the materials shown in the GUI, and now you have the basic automatic farming and can grow pruny seeds. So what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to cut away while I have a quick look into this mod and have a look at the greenhouse, everything we're going to require. I'll get all the items together and then I'll come back and we'll get our greenhouse built up. I'll be back with you in just a sec. Thank you for waiting there. Right, now first thing that we're going to need to start to craft then, I've had a look through all the mods. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the forestry greenhouse here when I should have been looking at the calculator greenhouse. Now the calculator greenhouse takes industrial hemp, prune seeds, crystallized canola seed, peat, enriched gold, and reinforced iron block. And the reinforced iron block is made with the calculator using iron and reinforced stone. So what I'm going to have to do first then, I have got some reinforced stone, but what I want to do is I want to make some more. Now with the calculator then, you right click in the air, add in the items that you want to use, and then take out the reinforced stone. Not too sure how you change the calculation though, but yeah, so we've got the reinforced stone now, and I forgot one more iron ingot. Nope. Let's turn one of those. So we get a stack. Right, I'm going to take the calculator again, and we'll turn the iron into reinforced iron. Right, you'll also notice we do need enriched gold, and enriched gold is also another item that is created using the calculator with the gold and redstone. So I'm going to craft up a bit of that. Now I'm going to be wanting to make some more of these because I have looked into the mod and I do want to make a few of these. So for now I'm just going to make 4 lots of the enriched gold. And we need to get that smelted up as well, so I'll just chuck that into here. Smelt up. Right, so we've got that making our enriched gold. We've got his reinforced iron ingot. For now, I'm just going to, because we're just making 1 greenhouse, I will just make 1 block. Now we need crystallized canola seed, which I believe is canola seed in front of the atomic, I forgot the name of this device, the atomic reconstructor. So you chuck them on the ground there, press the button, and we get crystallized canola seed. Right, the next one on the list then. So we've got our crystallized canola, we've got our reinforced iron block. Peat was another one that was on the list. I'm not too sure if I've already got peat. Oh yeah, I also made this engineer's workbench and crafted up the blueprint for ammunition. Haven't crafted the flint stock yet. This was part of that episode I'd done as well. I was going to create the flint stock between episodes, maybe even the chemical launcher as well. I've got my peat in here. These are so easy to make. If I'd have known about these earlier on, I would have been making these for all my storage, because it just takes eight treated wood planks in a circle, and you get one of these. And the benefit with these is it's got all those items in there. If I was to take it, it still keeps its internal storage. Place it back down, everything's still in there. So they are quite handy as well, those wooden storage boxes. Right, so we've got his peat as well. I'll pop the peat there. I'll also chuck that peat in there because we can use that at another time. I'll pop the gold back in there and that back in there because we don't need that just yet. Should have rich gold, let the rest of that do. I'll also put those in there because we don't need those just yet. Right, now the enriched gold goes around the edges. And we also need some industrial hemp. And the final ingredient is prunay seeds. Now, prunay seeds is not something else made with the calculator. It takes coal coke and broccoli seeds. And broccoli seeds are also made in the calculator using just seeds and pumpkin seeds. I had to get a little pumpkin farm up and running because I didn't have one running at first. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make quite a few of these. I think I'm just going to go 32. Put those back. Could do with some more coal coke as well. Plenty in here, that's fine. Right, so we take his calculator. Right click in the air again. Got seeds and pumpkin seeds to make the broccoli seeds. And I'm probably going to turn half of those into the prunay seeds. We will make some more of those broccoli seeds. I do want some broccoli growing as well. But yeah, we've got his prunay seeds. So if I pop one of those in there, that then gives us our basic greenhouse. Now this thing does require power as well, so we'll have to take a short break to transfer some power down, get a line outside so we can get this thing powered. We'll just sleep off the night. If you've noticed these doors as well, these are walnut doors. I found these in a village that I found while I was searching for the desert. There was a walnut house, and I really do like the wood. I'd like to find the tree that makes it, as I haven't got any saplings for it. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to sleep off the night. I'm going to set up some power, so we've got some power down there, and then I'll come back when we're ready and I'll show you what the next process is. So I'll be with you in just a sec. Thank you for waiting. Right now, just looking at this, I did try to bring the power down from the power we're generating upstairs. Unfortunately, I can't seem to get that connect, but what I can use is the coal generator from Actually Additions. Put coal in there and that's now charging it up. Now, this does require us to put some parts in it. It needs a stack of wood logs, a stack of wood planks, a stack of wood stairs, and a stack of glass. So what we're going to do, we're going to go get the glass. Now, it doesn't matter so much which ones you use, it will mix and match. Obviously, some mods it does not work with, but I have already gone and got myself a lot of the stuff I'm looking for. So we're going to use dark oak. We're also going to need that. And glass, we need a stack of glass. Now I do want to dye my glass, and I know I have got an absolute ton of light grey. There we go. Now how is it we stain this glass? Is it just next to it? Round. There we go. So we got light stained glass. Now we are going to need a stack of stairs. Will that do as a stack? No, we're still short. Probably by... There we go. So yeah, we've got that stack, Let's turn that all into planks and then use them anyway. Right, so we've got all the materials that we require. What you do then is you take those down to your greenhouse. You click on your greenhouse. You insert the items that are required. And then you click build. And it will build your greenhouse for you. Just gonna get in there and Has it finished? Yep, it's finished. It's also put in the inside. So what we'll do now, if we go inside, I really need to sort out the power for this somehow. And seeds, we're going to want to grow Renee seeds, I believe they were pronounced. I'm probably still pronouncing them wrong, but I believe they're the seeds that we need to grow for the Empowery. And they're upstairs in this chest. Yeah, so we want these seeds here. I will get around to upgrading this in the near future, so we can make it bigger, because you can upgrade it to make it a bigger greenhouse. For now though, we'll just keep with what we've got here. Right, now, as you can see, there is no CO2 levels, there is oxygen level. One thing I have looked into as well is how we go about increasing that CO2 level. Now this is a job again for the calculator, so I'm just going to get my calculator. Whoop, don't want to throw it on the floor, thank you very much. And what we need to make to increase the production of CO2, I'm just coming to grab some more coal, because I will need some more coal. Right, so what we're going to need to make then, we're going to need to make gas lanterns. Now, I believe they are provided by Immersive Engineering. I am blind as a bat, so I've probably looked at them 3 or 4 times now and not see them. Or maybe they're not by Immersive Engineering. Let's have a look. So, gas lantern, there we go. And you need to do it and calculate. Oh, so it's actually a calculator lantern, I do apologise. Right, so we need to make 2 lanterns to make 1 gas lantern, and lanterns are reinforced iron and a torch. So, reinforced iron, I'm going to make 2 of these, I believe. Keep your stone torches. No, I won't make 2 gas lanterns. So we'll pop those in there, and pop those in there, and we get these gas lanterns. Now these gas lanterns, I will just grab a little bit more coal as well, because I want 2 stacks. That's not going to do as 2 stacks. This will do as more than enough. There we go. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want to put that down yet. Save that for in a second. And there. Right, so these gas lanterns then, I'll just go run down here. I've just got some coal dust already. Right, now, the gas lanterns then. So these gas lanterns, I think I'm just going to put one there for now. And if you right click on them, you can pop coal in them. And these will then start to generate CO2. As you can see, that CO2 is now climbing up. You really only need 1. I have created 2 though, so we can just get a boost on that CO2 that it's producing. Once it's up to scratch, I'll probably just take 1 out and leave 1 in. But when we do increase the size of the greenhouse, we're obviously going to need to put both of those back in there. Now, I have also learnt another trick as well, that if you take a chest, place 1 there and 1 there, that will then become an input chest, and this will become an output chest. How are we doing on coal? That coal's burning down rather rapidly, so I will need to sort that power issue out. I'll have a look down the lines of how we can sort that out in between episodes, see if I can get some power down here, save us having to keep using that coal generator, and I can then link that back up to the batteries up there. Right, I believe I've just picked up another bit of coal dust. Now, this is supposed to be output into here, but I keep finding those here on the floor. Have a quick look in that. Let me just go get some fertilizer and we'll get some of these sped up on the growth, see if it then takes those items and puts them in those chests that we provided. We do need quite a lot of this coal powder anyway, so it is worth us just coming in here and automatically growing some ourselves. As you can see, none of the items are going into my inventory, so hopefully they are going into that chest now. And there we go, we're out. And now it is throwing those all over the place. Right, for now that's not a problem though. I will have a look into that because it is supposed to be dumping into this chest unless this is causing a problem with it being right here in the centre. I'm not too sure it should be, but it will be something that I will have a look into. As you can see, it's just given me another piece there. Right, so what I'm going to do then, we're going to take this coal dust, and I believe we now need the coal dust used in the calculator again. We may need some other items, but now we're going to be looking at making the empowerer. So I'll just get the empowerer up. Whoop. So the empowerer, what we needed the coal for was to make the energy module, which is a power cube with purified coal. Purified coal is enriched coal and enriched gold ingot. Enriched coal is coal coke and coal dust. So we've got some coal coke created there. We've got the rest of this here. Bring down the calculator. So the first thing that we wanted to do then was the enriched coal. Bit of a lag spike there. There we go. And pop that in there. And we get the enriched coal. And with the enriched coal we take... let me just check that again. Missed a step, I believe. Purified coal. So we take enriched coal and enriched gold ingot. How do I set this to... bear with me 1 second. I'm going to have a look into this calculator because I'm not too sure how we change that there. So I'll be back in just a second. Hi there, thank you for waiting. What it is that we need to make then, we need to make the scientific calculator. And we have already got some items together for the scientific calculator. It will mean that I will need to make some more enriched gold as well. So I'll just get some more of this out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pop that in there, that in there, and that into that. I'm going to have to make a bag just for calculators by the look of it. There is a couple of different ones. And we will pop that in there. Whoa, I could have done with shutting the door. Just shut that door. Was there any other problems? So halfway that, I haven't got any on. Right, so the calculator then, we're going to make the scientific calculator. I'm just going to go through the recipe with you now. I'm just going to need some steel, 3, 4, and a piece of copper. And I'm going to need 2 of them actually, so another 4 of those, another piece of that. Stone, do we have any stone? Do we have any plain stone? No? Not a problem, I'll just go cook some up right now. Could have swore we'd still got some left. I have made up some in the past. Thought it's still got some remaining. Right, so I also need that. Reinforced stone. Now, that screen, I believe, is cobblestone and redstone, so we still need redstone, and we also need some cobblestone. So we make a screen. And we need a stone. Oh, that's going to take some time. I'll come back down to that in just a second, because we only need it for buttons. I'm definitely sure there's none in here. I've got 1 piece, that's great. Yeah, and I've definitely got no others in there. Yeah, so for now then, we'll just get cracking with what we can make while that cooks up downstairs. I'll make those 2. We've got the enriched gold, got the screen, just a case of making these central bits, the calculator assembly. What we will also do then, we will also make the power cube. The power cube, pardon me, the power cube itself is created using cobblestone, compressed coal ball, and a block of redstone. So we'll take this block of redstone, the compressed coal ore, was it coal ore? The compressed coal ball, sorry. To make the coal balls, it's simply coal dust, which you can get by putting coal in a macerator, surrounding flint, and you get coal balls. And what you do is you take those, and you pop that into the compressor. Let me chuck those in there. Let that compress compress down. Which our stone should have done as well now, while I let that compress. There we go. Right. And that should have nearly finished, yep. What we'll do, we'll make us buttons. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got us 8 buttons. And that was to make the scientific calculator, so we'll just go back to that. Oh, odd spell. Calculator assembly to make those two. And then we'll make the scientific calculator. So now we have the scientific calculator. Now, just finishing up those, yep. So we need to make the power cube, which is cobblestone, block of redstone, and those compressed coal balls which we've just created. Then we take a scientific calculator. It's got no energy, I need to charge it up. I'll pop it in there. Give those a quick press, make sure that stays nice and charged. That'll be enough energy for now, just so we can get this underway. So we've got enriched coal, we need to make the purified coal, which is in the scientific calculator, the enriched coal plus enriched gold, and then we need to put the power cube in with the purified coal, and that will give us our energy module. Right, now with the energy module, we then need to create a battery, the single battery, which is an energy module surrounded by an energy module crafted with 5 Inori crystals and an advanced coil. An advanced coil is a basic coil surrounded by a gold cable, and the basic coil is Restonia crystals surrounding black quartz. And I believe I do have all the items here, so I'll just grab all of those, turn those into those crystals. Now I am going to need to make 2 of these. Surround those with wires. Whoop. And then you take those, take that round there. Try to do it right, please. Yep, take those round there, and then you'll put your energy module there. You take your single battery, pop that up there, and that gives you a double battery. So we've got the double battery, we've got Restonia crystal. We need to make the iron casings, which is the advanced machine. I'll need to make some steel plates. Right, so just going to chuck those in there, get those rolled, make some steel plates. We've already got advanced alloys, so we need 4 of those. We need to make a basic casing, which is that, and crushed coal. We've got 5 pieces left. We need some more crushed coal. I believe I have got some somewhere. If not, that's not a problem. We can make some more. Let's take that. Iron macerator, but you're gonna have to start dealing with that. Go up there. It's already gone through all them ores that I've brought back just before we started. I can chuck that light grey in there. We don't need that. Keep the coal dust on me for now. We need to make these displays as well, which all take advanced coils. We do need 5 of these, so I'm going to just craft up those now as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get those. I do believe we are then going to need some more gold. There we go. I'll get that rolled out. That's done as well. correct one, please. There we go. So we need to make the carbon plates as well, which is raw carbon mesh, which is made from raw carbon fibre, and the raw carbon fibre is made from 4 coal dust. So we need to make 4 of those in total. Got 10. Just need another 6 pieces. Right, we definitely need some more coal going there. And I'm going to do a full stack. And I'll also chuck that in there, like that as well. Right, so I've just skipped ahead there. I've just got the rest of the coal dust, so just going to craft that up then, so you can see the process. I must have done a little more than needed. So yeah, we get 4 raw carbon, then we combine them together to get your raw carbon mesh. We compress that, and when it's compressed it makes your carbon plates. So just going to let that finish. Right, now also for these we also need the etheric green block and the etheric quartz. Now these are made by, where's all my quartz gone? Is that all that I've got left? Now I have just made some just to show you. Right, so 4 quartz, you make your block of quartz, and then from your block of quartz what you do is you turn that into slabs and then combine the slabs back together, and that will give you your chiseled quartz. Now I am going to have to make a little journey into the nether just to collect some more quartz so we can make the final of these blocks, and then I'll come back and show you what you do with those blocks. But basically all you're going to be doing with your chisel quartz and with your normal quartz blocks, you're just going to be popping them here, clicking the button, and there we go, and there's the etheric green block. But obviously the normal quartz will just give you the basic etheric quartz. So I'm just going to go and pop in the nether, get as much quartz as I can, and I'll be right back with you when we've got the rest of the items together. I'll have also crafted up the rest of the advanced coils, and I will have also crafted up the 2 iron casings, just leaving us ready to then craft the empowerer. So I'll be back in just a sec. Welcome back. As you've joined me now, I'm just creating all the blocks that we require to make the empowerer display stands. Just got to go through the quartz, and then after that I do need eat. As I can see, I am just getting on starving. We've got to make the display stands first then. So there's the display stands, and we need to make the empowerer. We also need to get power to this as well. I can see we just got another trophy there as well. I'll pop this one over here. That's a trophy for the empowerer, and you know what, I'm going to put that upstairs because I believe the empowerer I'm actually going to put upstairs as well. Right, so the empowerer, I think I'll be doing the empowerer on another floor just so it makes it easier to power the underside of the empowerer and a few of the other things as well. I'll probably end up putting it somewhere around there. Right, so what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to cut away. In fact, no, I'm not even going to cut away. I'm going to get this floor in and get that second floor up as well. I believe I've got this here yet. So let us get this started. Right, and I know I am going to need to take out that. May even just take that out. Yeah, I will do. Let's wire that back up. That to there. Right, now we need a way up there. So for now, I'm not going to use that reinforced stone because I don't know how difficult it is to get back up. But that's not a problem because I can just chuck that in there. Let me chuck all this in here as well that I no longer need. Pop them in there, them in there. I'll take dirt for now just so we can get up there to make it easy enough for us to get up and down. And also put that relay away as well. Right, so this second floor, this next floor up, should I say? I'm gonna pop another one just so I can get up. I will put some proper stairs in sooner rather than later. And I missed. Okay, it's a good job I've got those shoes. Just jump across here. Let me just pick that up. Now, I believe we are a full block there, yep. So, power it. It's going to go there. And I believe I'll just set up where the others are going to go. That's going to go there, there, and there. I am just going to circle these. Is that where my central point is? Have I got a free block? No, so I'm going to move it all over one block. And I missed again. Right, let me just get this in. I put some floor in there so I stop falling through. Let's take that block away. Take that block away. That block away. That block away. In fact, I'm just gonna flatten all that off. I will leave that block there. Lag spike. Damn lag. Right, so let me just sort out this hunger issue. Don't fancy starving to death. I swear I've just moved that out of the way. Quickly now. There we go. Put that back up there. Right, so I'm going to move this over one. That decided to just jump down to the bottom as well. Right, so that's going to go in the middle. Then we've got his display stands. We're going to have one there, one here, one there, and one here. Right, now we need to power all these. Just level that off. I'm going to take all these out. Start bouncing, please. Take that out, that out, that out, that out, that out. Also going to take that out. And just put those back in just so I've got those platforms. Those ones there. Back out. Take that one out. I should have done all this beforehand. Could have got it all nice and set ready. In fact, I'll spruce it up after. Let's just get this power sorted. So we're going to need the power connectors. I've got plenty of those. And the other high volt ones as well. We're going to need a big transfer. Oh, I don't know where this lag's coming from. It might be that windmill. Let's put one on there. One on there. One on there. One on there. And one on there. Have I just placed one on top of the Empower on the display stand? No, I didn't actually pick it back up. That's great. Right, so wires. We're going to need wires to connect it all up. And we connect one to there, one to there, one to there, one to there, one to there. And put all those back away. Right, so we've got that all powered. Hopefully that is now powering that and power it. I'll just go and check. We should see power. Yeah, there's power coming in there as well, so we can leave it now to let it charge. Right, so we've got the Empower sorted then. So looking at the guide, come out the calculation age, go back in the empowering age. We've now made the empower. We've also got our greenhouse up and running as well, which is automatically producing those coals. So thank you for today. If you've enjoyed the video, as I said, do please leave a like. It does help me out a ton. And if you do want to see more videos from myself, please feel free to subscribe for updates as and when I post new videos. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.